Hello, and welcome to this tutorial on how to use the Gazetteer of Beauplan's Ukraine. So, what is the Gazetteer of Beauplan's Ukraine? To answer that question, we need some background information. In 1630, Guillaume Levasseur, Sieur de Beauplan, traveled to the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth to begin a 17-year military career in the Crown Army. His account of this period was published in 1660. In addition to providing a coherent tableau of 17th century Ukrainian landscapes, people, flora, and climate, Beauplan's work provides a major cartographic description of this region. The maps produced by Beauplan provide the information contained in the Gazetteer of Beauplan's Ukraine. The Gazetteer of Beauplan's Ukraine contains a set of open-access georeference datasets extracted from Beauplan's maps. The Gazetteer contains over 3,000 habitations, rivers, river crossings, river rapids, islands, forests, mountains, and valleys shown on Beauplan's maps covering Ukraine and surrounding regions. The Gazetteer provides this information in CSV file format, shapefile format, and KMZ file format. Here we see the contents of the Gazetteer opened in the QGIS app. The Gazetteer is broken into habitations and geographical features. The Gazetteer currently contains almost 3,500 total habitations and over 700 geographical features. Since some places have multiple entries, there are currently over 2,500 unique habitations and almost 500 unique geographical features. The Gazetteer of Beauplan's Ukraine can be found here. It forms one element of the Beauplan's Ukraine Harvard Dataverse repository. Check the link below for a tutorial on the Beauplan's Ukraine repository. To understand what is in the Gazetteer, we will examine the CSV version. As noted, the Gazetteer has been split into habitations and geographical features. For purposes of illustration, we'll check out the geographical version. Here are the 17 attributes assigned to each of the entries in the Gazetteer. Let's go through each one, starting with the entry number and ID number. Every entry in the Gazetteer has a unique entry number, but a particular feature may have multiple Gazetteer entries, all with the same ID number. This situation occurs when a feature is shown with multiple spellings on a map, or when a feature appears on multiple maps, since each such occurrence appears in the Gazetteer. So here we have a particular forest spelled on Beauplan's maps in two different ways, so each has a different entry number but the same ID number. Note that in this example, we have a forest that appears on two different maps, so it has two entry numbers but the same ID number. Moving on, the Gazetteer map attribute contains a link to the map on which the entry is found. These maps can be accessed in the Beauplan Map Library section of the Beauplan's Ukraine Harvard Dataverse. Check the links below for a tutorial on the Beauplan's Maps of Ukraine section of the repository. Regarding the grid attribute, for Beauplan maps that include longitude and latitude scales, the grid attribute provides a means of finding a Gazetteer feature on the associated map. Next, a well-designed Gazetteer of historical places will contain start and end dates indicating the date range over which the Gazetteer entry applies. Here, this Beauplan map was published in 1648, hence the values shown here. Speaking of well-designed gazetteers of historical places, the gazetteer should contain a link to the person contributing an entry in case an error is found or there is an opportunity for discussion about a feature or the gazetteer in general. We'll skip the 3 confidence attributes for now and return to them later in this tutorial. The gazetteer classifies geographical features into 9 classes, but adds a subclass for habitations. These habitation subclasses are associated with the various habitation features shown on Beauplan's maps. Regarding the Beauplan and Latin attributes, the Beauplan attribute contains the spelling of the place name as shown on the associated map, and the Latin attribute contains the name with Latin characters, as shown in this example. Note that while the gazetteer does include place names in Latin characters, it does not contain a list of alternate names as do many gazetteers. Let's see why this is. Skipping down to the geonames attribute and following the link takes us to the geonames gazetteer entry that we have associated with the Beauplan map feature. The Beauplan's gazetteer latitude and longitude for a feature are taken from the geonames entry for that feature. Now, clicking on the push pin for the feature takes us to the geonames map showing the feature. Note the feature's proximity to the Berda River, which correlates with this Beauplan map of this region. Returning to the geonames entry for this feature and clicking on the alternate names link, we see alternate names for the feature. So, linking entries in the Gazetteer of Beauplan's Ukraine with geonames gazetteer entries eliminates the need to include alternate names in the Gazetteer of Beauplan's Ukraine. Further, since geonames is a crowdsourced gazetteer, users can add and edit alternate names, thus eliminating the need to maintain alternate names in the Gazetteer of Beauplan's Ukraine. Note also that a name for this place, as shown on Beauplan's maps, has been added to geonames. Including features on Beauplan's maps in the geonames gazetteer means that you can do a geonames search for features shown on Beauplan's maps. The alternate name element of geonames provides another advantage. Doing a Wikipedia search on an alternate name can bring up interesting information about the feature. Okay, now we can return to the issue of the gazetteer confidence attributes. We'll start with location confidence. As implied by the previous discussion, we have attempted to associate features shown on Beauplan's maps with features shown on modern maps and features in the geonames gazetteer in particular, but this is not always possible. Here are the rules for assigning location confidence to a map feature, ranging from a strong association between the name associated with a historical feature and the name of a feature found on a modern map, to basically an educated guess as to where the historical feature was located. Given these rules, the example shown here rates a location confidence level of 4 given association of the Beauplan place with modern landmarks. We use similar rules for name confidence and date confidence. What's interesting to note is that over 80% of the places contained in the Gazetteer of Beauplan's Ukraine have been strongly associated with the names of places on modern maps. With that explanation of the Gazetteer attributes, let's return to the Gazetteer of Beauplan's Ukraine Harvard Dataverse and quickly check out the shape and KMZ versions of the Gazetteer. Here again are the contents of the Gazetteer in shapefile format opened in the QGIS app. Each feature on the map provides Gazetteer information for the place. And here is the KMZ version of the Gazetteer opened in Google Earth. Again, each feature on the map provides Gazetteer information for the place. In conclusion, please note that while the primary beneficiaries of this work are anticipated to be scholars, researchers, and historians, the resources being made available support preservation of and exposure to the history and culture of this region that can also provide the general public with a human dimension to places that may be known only for their current focus as a center of geopolitical conflict. To this end, all materials are in the public domain and are being made available online through a Harvard Dataverse repository under a public domain Creative Commons Universal Deed license. Thank you for watching this tutorial. We hope that the materials in our Gazetteer of Beauplan's Ukraine can be of use to you. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out the links below for our related videos.